Theoretical framework. The study about special education teachers training is linked to UDL that emphasize learning environments that are accessible and engaging of learner regardless of their abilities. So, ang theoretical framework, makita po natin, meron siyang apat na bagay na makita natin. Meron din ang number one po dito ay universal design for learning. Ang pangalawa po ay constructivism theory. Ang pangatlo po ay multiple intelligence theory. And then yung pang-apat ay kay Vygotsky framework. Okay. Number one po, ang universal design for learning or UDL. Ito pong this approach that aims to make learning accessible and effective for students. Ito po ay nag-provide ay tinatawag na itong approach na po ito, ang kaniyang pong aim ay to make learning accessible and effective for all students. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, ang UDL po, makita po natin dito ay mayroon siyang tinatawag na representation, multiple of representation. Give information in different ways. Example, text, that is text, audio, video, or visual. So, kasunod nito ang kanang tinatawag na multiple means, action, and expression. Ang estudyante, makita natin dito, show that they know in different ways. Marunong ba siya magsulat, magdrawing, speaking, o gumamit siya ng tinatawag na technology. Keep the students motivated by offering choices, challenges, and real-world connection. So, ibig sabihin, bigyan natin ng estudyante na makapagbigay sa kanya ng motivation. UDL po ay malaking tulong. So, it means nakapagbigay ito tulong sa estudyante that are accessible and engaging for all learners, including those with disabilities. Pangalawa po ang tinatawag na constructivism theory. Ang constructivism theory, ito po ay nagsasuggest po ng that students actually build knowledge through active engagement. So, makita po natin dito ang kaniyang active learnings ng isang estudyante. So, ito pong theory na ito, makita natin na ma-discover ang kaniyang tinatawag on understanding and knowledge of world through experience and reflection. Ang constructivism theory, dito natin makikita yung tinatawag na understanding ng estudyante, ang kaniyang knowledge of the world through experiences and reflection. So, learning is active. Discover and make sense of information. Ma-discover po niya sa kaniyang sarili ang kaniyang tinatawag na mga sense na mga information sa kaniyang sarili. Knowledge is built from experience. Learners connect new ideas to what they already know. So, itong constructivism theory, ang estudyante ay makita natin paano makonect mga bagong idea na ibig sabihin na kung ano ang kaniyang makikita sa ngayon. Every learns in their own based on their past experience. So, sa mga estudyante, they will learn base sa kanilang past experience sa kanilang buhay. Ang pangatlo po dito ay ang multiple intelligence theory. Ito po ang multiple intelligence theory by Howard Gardner in 1980s. Challenge the conviction wisdom that one could assess a person's mental capacity only by administering an IQ test. Linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, bodily, kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalist intelligence. So, atin po itong himahimayin po ito ang multiple intelligence theory by Howard in 1980s. So, dito naman makikita natin, ito po ay isang mag-aaral po, sina-challenge po dito ang kanyang tinatawag na IQ test. Okay? Ano ba ang linguistic intelligence? These skills with words and language. That is, this theory, makikita natin how they writes and how they speaks. Diba? So, ang kasunod nito ang tinatawag na logical mathematical. Ang logical mathematical intelligence skill in math, logic, and reasoning. So ito po yung mga ito po yung mga tao na mga scientist at mga engineers. Kasi ang logical, mathematical po, intelligence ay makikita natin ito po yung mga logic na mga bagay at mga tinatawag na reasoning. Ang pangatlo po dito ang tinatawag, mayroon siyang tinatawag dito na musical, diba? Ano po ang musical intelligence? It is ability to understand and create music. Ito po yung mga musician. Ito po yung mga composers ng music. Another thing is bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Using the body effectively, that is athletes and dancers. So ito po na mga theory na po ito, intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence. Ito po yung ginagamit yung kanilang mga katawan. Ito po yung mga athletes at ito po yung mga dancers. Ang kasunod dito ay yung interpersonal. Ang interpersonal po, ito po yung understanding and interacting with others. Ito po yung teachers at saka leaders. So ito po ay makikita natin na sa kanyang intelligence po, maintindihan po natin ang kanyang interaction with others. That is, ito po ay napaloob sa mga teachers at sa mga leaders. Nandito po yung tinatawag na intrapersonal intelligence. This understanding yourself, that is self-aware individual. So, ang intrapersonal, ito po yung tinatawag na how to understand yourself. Ang next po ay yung tinatawag na naturalistic intelligence, understanding nature, living things. Ito po yung mga mga biologists at ito po yung mga farmers. So ang pang-apat po na theoretical framework natin ngayon, yung ang Vygotsky framework, the son of proximal development, typically identified as the idea between the range of activities that a learner can carry out without being assisted by an instructor, and scaffolding which require the help of the teachers to accomplish specific. So based on idea that social interaction plays a major role in learning and development. So sabi dito, mayroon tong word na sinasabi dito ni Vygotsky, yung tinatawag na zone of proximal development. Ito po yung tinatawag na ZPD. Okay. A student cannot solve the math problem on their own but can do it with some hints or support. So, ito po ang ZPD. So, kailangan po nila ng support kasi sabi dito, which requires the help of the teachers to accomplish specific. So, para matulungan ang kanyang ginagawa. So, si Vygotsky, itong activity na po ito, sabi dito, the activity that a learner can carry out without being assisted by instructor. And the scaffolding which requires the help of the teacher accomplishment on a specific. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.